Hello everyone, Sableye here and welcome back to the channel. Today we are here rocking my Global Challenge 2 team. We've got the Bronzong, we've got the Ting-Lu, followed up by some Fluttermane TU stuff to clean up after outside of Trick Room. Honestly, really fun team. Really looking forward to showcase it for you guys today, and I say we jump into things. Okay, we're here. We've got some pretty standard, I want to say, hyper offensive stuff here. You got that Shampoo Dragonite, got the TU Flutter, and obviously the Talonflame as well. The only thing that's not really standard for HO, honestly, is that Glamora. But I guess they maybe want to lead Glamora, like get some poisons, get some chips, and then literally just clean up because everything is so low. Which, honestly, I don't hate the concept. I need to find a way to get Trick Room up, and I think I'm just going to do that with Bronzong and Ting-Lu. Like, I just feel like this is a really solid lead. There's not a whole lot they can do to stop this. I could try to force a Mungason and say I'm going to redirect in Trick Room, but I like this lead better because there's a chance I just get massive damage up immediately. I do have to worry about the taunt from a Talonflame, but if they lead a Talonflame, I probably just click Gyro Ball anyways. I do kind of want Gyarados here. I feel like it's pretty decent. And I think Sash to you is nice, but I also just want Flutter to deal with Dragonite, and I think I'm going to do it that way. So the concept here is if I can get the game plan number one, get Trick Room up. Get Trick Room up, spam Earthquakes, just run over their entire team. It's probably going to be Rock Slide, because I do think they have to prioritize stopping Trick Room, in which case you're probably going to see Talonflame as a lead, and just a Rock Slide, like a Banded Rock Slide immediately is just going to take it down, and that's exactly what you want to see. Just that way if they don't taunt, we can cover that, but it's actually going to be TU Glamora. And I couldn't have asked for anything better. I'm going to Terra Poison just so I don't die to like overheats or anything like that. And I'm going to click Banded Earthquake and Trick Room, because they're not stopping Trick Room here. I do need to Terra Poison though. Trick Room, and I'm going to Band Earthquake. Yeah, they could just pull a double switch though, which is the annoying part. I'll still Band Earthquake. I'm going to regret this, but I will Band Earthquake. I'm going to regret this because you know Dragonite Talonflame are coming in. But chances are if they didn't lead Talonflame, my guess is they don't have it. I do have to be worried about the fact that they probably have the Dragonite. They have one of them, right? They don't bring none of them. They're going to have one of them, right? Unless it's Flutter Shenpao in the back, but that would make no sense to me. Like Flutter Dragonite makes sense. Shenpao Dragonite makes sense, right? I can't see them just not having the Dragonite or the Talonflame here. It just doesn't make sense to me. But we're going to see them go for the Terra, actually. It's going to be the TU. It's going to be Terra Ghost TU. I wonder if it's going to try and Terra Blast me. I wonder if it's going to go for the Terra Blast. It's not going to work because I'm Terraing myself. But, yeah. I can't help but wonder if they're going for the Terra Blast. I think that'll be funny. Also, this Earthquake is going to hurt. This Earthquake is going to hurt them. What are we going to see here? They're just going to drop a Heat Wave. They're actually going to miss the Bronzong, so kind of wasting my time. They're actually going to miss both. Alright, we're going to pilot off of that. But at that point, I don't think it mattered because that was not doing anything. That was not doing enough damage. Here's an Earthquake. Going to get massive damage up. Beside this Bronzong's Levitate. Probably picking up KOs unless there's a Sash somewhere. There is no Sash. Alright. They do get their debris up, but at this point, I may not need to switch. At this point, I may just simply not need to switch. Because I can still spam Earthquake. I don't care if Dragonite's on the field beside them. Because Bronzong's eventually going to beat that Dragonite. Fluttermane in the late game after Trick Room is also going to beat that, something like that Dragonite. So, right now I'm pretty content to just keep spamming moves. And there's the Dragonite, right on cue. Right on cue. I'm going to click Earthquake again. And this time I'm going to ID just to sit in front of the Dragonite a little better. And drop an Earthquake. Once again, TU has to protect or switch out here. Both things it could do. But they opt for E-Speed. Now, I don't get that E-Speed all that much. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense unless they are banded into it. And they want it to be banded into something that was going to do damage before they took damage. That checks out. But if they are banded E-Speed, I've won this game already with Fluttermane. If that's the case. If they're not banded, then the game's nowhere near over. But if they weren't banded, I just feel like low kick or something like that would have just been the better option there. I don't think they necessarily needed to go for the E-Speed. So I would imagine they're locked, but that didn't do a lot of damage. So we shall see. That double miss turn one though really just kind of piles. You know that's going to be where the Sash is over here on the Shenpao. But with 2 turns left of Trick Room, I don't think they can do enough damage. They're going to protect the Dragonite. Yeah, they weren't banded. Okay. Is it just double protect to try and stall Trick Room? Nope, they're just gonna eat the body press Earthquake and lose Shampoo. Okay. Dragonite not not doing what it wanted to do here, you know? Like, I knew it was coming, but it just couldn't do anything. Earthquake's gonna come on out, finish off this Shampoo. I'm staying on the field. I am 100% staying on the field. I have no reason to get off the field right now with Bronzong or Ting-Lu. I have Fluttermane that wins this anyways after the Trick Room is over. I will body press to break thing, and I will just click Earthquake. Once again, I have no rush to get off the field at this point. Yeah. That is going to be that. But like I said, the main thing there is, like, I don't want to switch in Fluttermane and have it die on switch in, because it is my win condition outside of Trick Room. So I just yeah, I'm spamming Earthquakes for nothing, but eventually over time that will add up. Right, like eventually they're gonna take me out. I'm gonna get my free switch in, and we're gonna move on. We'll get into game 2 for you guys now. We are gonna get Sableye Kilowattrel here for game number 2. This is gonna be an interesting one. All right. Well, the ladder did just recently reset, so we are currently in Ultra Ball tier right now. So let's see. Let's see what we can do here. I don't want to overthink this one, but at the same time I don't want to underthink this one, because like I'm kind of scared, to be honest with you guys. I am pretty much terrified here. I don't hate the concept of just getting like Trick Room up with Bronzong and spamming Earthquakes. It's just that I wonder if there's a better route, because like, you know, Kilowattrel's gonna want to click like Tailwind. What if I led like Bronzong Fluttermane? Like, I know this, I don't think I've ever led this with this team. In like 37 games that I played in the Global Challenge last time, I don't think I ever led this. But I think in this scenario, it kind of puts on immediate pressure. I have a Ting-Lu switch in if I'm scared of anything. And it also gives me the chance to potentially pivot into Gyarados as a... Actually, I could lead Gyarados, honestly. But if it's competitive Kilowattrel, no, I don't want to lead Gyarados into this. I could lead Amoonguss as well, like redirect in Trick Room, which arguably is just the best play for me. But then again, if I do that, then I'm kind of hindering myself. Let's do it. And Flutter Clean. Not what I wanted to do. I feel like there's better lines into this, but we're going to give it a shot here, just on the fact that, like, I don't have a game plan for this. I'm going to be honest, I don't have a game plan for this. Hate to break it to you guys, but this is not one of those ones that I have just in the back of my head, been like, yep, I can do this safely. Because I don't know what's happening. Like, they could lead the Armored Sableye stuff. They could lead, like, Kilowattrel, Great Tusk stuff. It's basically going to be have to calling what they go for. They could also do this. Now, are they safety goggles on the Gyarados? Are they going to be able to stop me from clicking Rage Powder Trick Room? I'm going to hope that they can't. And we're going to click Rage Powder Trick Room. Ideally, Amoonguss goes down, because then I get free switch into Ting-Lu, Bandit Ting-Lu starts spamming rocks, and we game. But I'm a little scared. I'm gonna be, yo, watch Terra Ground Gyarados, Earthquake, and Discharge. Disquake spam. That's what it's gonna be. It's not gonna. They're not gonna do that. But could you imagine? That'd be hilarious. That honestly could work in like a global challenge. I could see that working somehow. Rage Powder. I don't necessarily love this play, but Air Slash into Amoonguss, not gonna take me down, thankfully. They do crit, which is a little unfortunate, but I do have a Citrus Berry for that, so it's not a big deal. Gyarados shouldn't be able to kill me here, unless it's like Blind Hurricane, in which case I hope they hit so I can get Ting-Lu on the field. Ice Fang! Alright! Alright, that's a good one. That's a new one. Alright, this is okay though, because once again, I'm still coming in. This is almost best case scenario for me, is losing Amoonguss, because I get my Trick Room up, I get my Iron Defense, I get my Ting-Lu, and I start spamming Banded Rock Slides. I get enough damage up to a point where Fluttermane endgame wins, and honestly, I start setting up my Bronzong while I'm dropping Rock Slides, because no reason not to, and I start spamming rocks. I'm gonna miss. You know I'm missing Rock Slide, right? You know very well I'm missing some of these Rock Slides. I don't think they have the ability to start positioning around us anymore. As long as I stay Dark-type Sable, I can't bother my Ting-Lu either, which is really, really good here for us. I don't think they brought Sableye though. I feel like if they would have had it, they would have brought it in sooner. I could see something like the Great Tusk switching in here. That actually might be Sableye. It is Sableye. He's shiny! Sorry. I'm a Sableye fan, guys. In case it wasn't obvious, I like Sableye. So seeing it hit the field here is very nice. But we're going to get the ID up. We're going to get the double rock slides to connect. So very smart play on there to preserve their Intimidate cycle. We're actually going to get a flinch as well, and that's what you love to see. So once again, I'm just going to commit to it, get another ID up, and rock slide again. Like, yeah, they can switch Intimidate back in, but over time, I'm just going to be doing enough damage to a spot where Fluttermane cleans this endgame outside of Trick Room, and they're not putting on any pressure right now. Like, the amount of pressure they have doesn't exist right now. Bring in Gyarados. It's still taking Banded Rock Slide. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to be -1, and it's going to do about just under 50. But, like, it's still crazy amounts of damage. You might have a Fake Out here, but it's actually just going to be a Reflect. I respect that. I respect the Reflect. And Iron Defense coming back up from the Bronzong. I'm just looking to set things up in the endgame to a spot where Body Press is going to win. Rock Slide going to do some decent damage here as well. Not going to do crazy. That did nothing. That did nothing. It's fine, though. We're going to... I think Sableye is the scarier one, so we're going to just start gyroballing that and trying to get rid of it. I will just once again click Rock Slide. At this point, they're not putting pressure on either of our pieces. Like, literally neither of our pieces are getting pressured right now. There's a Gyro Ball. Literally did nothing, but it's fine. It's fine. We're going to get some Rock Slide damage. We get potential flinches as well. There's one. And they're going to brine. Huh. That's a new one. That is a new one. I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen that one before. One turn left to Trick Room. Alright, so I can always just get that back up next turn. Gonna Gyro Ball. I don't necessarily need to kill anything here. And I'll just Rock Slide. Like, I don't see how they get around this. Like, this seems pretty straightforward to me. Unless they have taunt, yeah. Unless they had taunt, that game was over, because I was just going to get Trick Room back up and continuously do the same thing. They couldn't break that at that point. And that's what I like about Bronzong, is it can just become unbreakable. Like, it just sits there. It's like Orthworm, but better. Maybe not better, but it's like Orthworm. Anyways, we're going to get the game 3 for you guys. Alright, we're going to get Snow. Snow is interesting because they've got their own Bronzong. If they didn't have their own Bronzong, I'd say, hey, my Bronzong is going to go crazy here. But they have their own Bronzong, so I've got to be a little bit more careful with this one. I feel like I can kind of lead TU pretty safely into this, especially because I'm Focus Sash. In fact, I'm going to put immediate pressure on with TU Flutter, with Gyarados and my Bronzong in the back here. We're going to switch modes. Not a mode I want to go for very often. Like, I feel like with this team, you really want to be spamming, like, the Bronzong, Ting-Lu, Trick Room, get big damage up, and then clean late game. But right now, I just feel like this one, I'm not going to be able to do that. Just because, like, in Trick Room, I'm not really getting a whole lot out of it, right? Like, yeah, I'll get some decent damage, but the Snow defense boosts are there for the Shen Pow. The defense boosts are there for the Abomasnow and the bundle as well, right? And I can't really touch the Bronzong. I mean, I could lock, like, Throat Chop, I guess. I don't have to spam Earthquake. But then I'm potentially locking Throat Chop in front of Iron Hands in front. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. So I'm going to try and plow through on the physical side here. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I still have Intimidate in the back as well, along with the Bronzong switch in. So I still have the mode to switch it up. We'll see what they want to go for. Yeah. Okay, so they lead Snow. I'm fine seeing Snow. It's a little annoying. It is a little annoying, I will be honest, but I think I'm just going to click Heat Wave, Dazzling Gleam, because one of those two attacks is going to come off and is going to do big damage. And on the off chance I get both off, we take that. So, Ice Shard Sacred Sword is going to kill me regardless of what I do if they double the TU. There's nothing I can do there. So, we're just going to go for some damage and see what happens. Literally just going for damage. Okay. That's fine, because unless they're like Life Orb Shenpao. Actually, no. Oh, they Sacred Sword. Oh, perfect. I'm sad. That is beautiful. I was going to say, unless they're like Life Orb Shenpao into my Fluttermane, we're fine. They do crit, but it was taking me to Sash regardless. Heat Wave Gleam going to take out Shenpao as well right now, which is what you like to see. Now, this could welcome in the bundle, but I think I'm okay here. Because if it welcomes in bundle, bundle's not a threat to kill Fluttermane like the Shenpao was, right? So, Heat Wave, please. Don't be a bad move. Don't be a bad move. Okay, good. Heat Wave is not a bad move. Gonna take down that Shenpao. And sometimes Fluttermane TU and you just go offensive is the way to go. So hopefully bundle welcomes on in here or makes its appearance here. I can't help but wonder if there is an Ice Shard on this Abomasnow. If they bring in Ting-Lu, my bet is there's Ice Shard. If they bring in Iron Bundle, my guess is going to be no Ice Shard. Generally speaking, I might play it safe either way, but we'll see how they want to opt in, because like playing it safe is still going to be protecting Chi-Yu. So like even if they bring in Bundle, I have to protect. If they bring in Ting-Lu and I'm scared of Ice Shard, I'm probably clicking protect anyways, but we'll see. They're going to go Hands. Now, that looks to me like it's going to be the fake out slot. Was I Terra Ghost here? No, I was Grass. Okay. I'm honestly just going to protect this turn. It's not like they can set up Tailwinds or anything like that, and I will just Dazzling Gleam. I'm going to get big damage up here. They might hard call this and be like, oh, they're going to Terra Fire their hands, or Terra Water their Abomasnow, right? Like, I feel like Fire on hands is better, or Grass on hands even at this position is better. Electric on hands, that's a new one. That's also really bad for me, to be honest with you, because they're going to get, like, Aurora Veil up, and I don't know how I break this anymore. If they don't kill Flutter Mane, it's fine. Like, if they do go Fake Out, we're okay. It is Ice Shard. Okay. So that's really bad. This is not good. This is not good. All I'm getting off here is a Dazzling Gleam and nothing more. Good damage, though, at least, but I could have Terra'd. Do I die to this? I have no bulk, so probably. Terra Electric. Yo, Flutter Mane is so good. Flutter Mane is so good. Alright. Now I'm going to Heat Wave and Dazzle. I'm not going to burn my Terra, just because I think keeping it on a piece in the endgame is better. And one of these two attacks is going off right here. Yes, I missed the knockout on Iron Hands, but I will get the knockout over there. And maybe they protect the Abomasnow. But there's an Ice Shard over there, and Heat Wave's going to do crazy amounts of damage. Does it do more than Flutter Mane? I don't think so. I would highly doubt it. Heat Wave is going to come out, is going to double connect. Yeah, it doesn't kill, it does quite about the same, maybe a tiny bit less, but we've got hands to a spot where it's dying to Waterfall now, and I can't complain about that. That's a really good position for us. Like, that is a super good position for us, considering it could have been a whole lot worse. Flutter Mane surviving that on 1 HP is really, really good. So now we get Gyarados and Bronzong here. It's really going to come down to what their last one is. If it's Bronzong, I win. It's interesting here. We'll see what they have. Okay. Waterfall, Iron Defense every single time. I have no other play to make. And then I taunt to stop them from getting IDs up. I get the +6, and then we go from there. And then I'm +6 versus their +2. I should outpace this endgame. Yep, down goes the hands. Everything is gone minus this Bronzong now. We're probably both clicking Iron Defense to try and set up an endgame here. I could see them maybe trying the Trick Room, but I don't think it's worth it for them. Yeah, just actually a Body Press. No ID at all, and I think that's really, really good here. Here's my ID. I'm going to taunt them ID again just to get the +4, and then from there, I'm just going to start spamming damage, because, like, I don't think one ID is enough, so we'll make sure we get 2 of them, and then I'll taunt, then I'll Thunder Wave, and they're not getting through this. Like, I have the output here, because my Bronzong's getting set up, while theirs cannot. There's another body. They know, they're smart there. They know I'm going to taunt, but, like, I don't think it matters. Honestly, I'm just going to Body Press Waterfall. I would Thunder Wave, but that just seems weird. Like, I could miss. It's not worth it. Waterfall is going to do a decent chunk anyways, so it's like I'm doing enough damage here throughout time. We are the slower of the 2 Bronzongs, which is fair. But Body Press coming on out. Yeah, this game's over. They can't do anything. Body Press, Waterfall. Bronzong, the Bell is gonna put in the work today, guys. I can't believe we played another Bronzong. Like, really? Like, what are the odds of this? Anyways, Body Press not gonna kill my Gyarados. Body Press gonna go kill their Bronzong, though, and that will take the game. You'll love to see it. Yeah, absolutely love to see it. Bronzong kind of game. Like, Bronzong kind of went hard. You'll love to see it. Anyways, that's going to just about do it from this one, guys. Thank you all so much for checking out the video. With that, I'm going to stop rambling now, and I will see you all in a future video.